The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Hinckley-Finlayson High School in beautiful Hinckley, Minnesota, where tonight we have girls basketball action between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Mora Mustangs. Good evening, everybody. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, of course, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup here, a non-conference, non-section matchup between these two teams. It won't be that way next year. Next year they will be in the same conference, which is the Great River Conference. So, taking a look at these two competitors here tonight. One coming in with a pretty nice record. The other one not having the season they would have hoped for, but they are continuing to fight hard and fight strong and play throughout their season with a ton of grit. And their head coach has been dealing with a lot in his life, so it has been a fun journey for both of these teams. We will start with, the visitors, the Mora Mustangs, who are 3-11 on the season, 0-6, in their section in which they play in 6AA. Standing on top of that section is Albany at 14-1, just below them at number 2, Sauk Center 14-3, Holdingford at that third spot, then Legacy Christian, St. Cloud Cathedral, and Pine City. Mora is at the bottom at that 3-11 record. They're 0-6 on the season, coming in scoring about 35 points per game, giving up about 57 points per game. Now, that is not the worst defense, believe it or not, in the section. It does put them at about, about fourth worst. They could be tied for, fifth from the bottom if they play a good game here tonight. So not the worst defense, and when you watch them play, you can tell they're a little bit streaky, their defense. They have done a really good job of holding teams to low numbers in the past, but can they do that here tonight against a Hinckley-Finlayson team who's looking to come out with another win? But more on the year, it's been tough for this team. It's been tough for this group. It's a younger group, but I think they're continuing to find their stride and continuing to find ways to be themselves. But on the season, they started off with one loss against Pine City, but then they won 2 straight over Mille Lacs and Aiken, scoring a season high of 60 points in that win against Mille Lacs. But since then, they have yet to scratch over 50 again. Their closest they got to that 50-point mark was a loss against Foley, 63-47. So, as I mentioned, they beat Aiken, but then they went on a long losing streak of 9 games where they fell to Little Falls, Royalton, Little Falls again, St. Cloud Cathedral, Albany, Malacca, Moose Lake, Wheeler River, and then Piers, before they would beat Long Prairie Grey Eagle by 1 point, 39-38, but have since lost twice to Foley and to Pequot Lakes just recently on Thursday, in that doubleheader. So tonight they're coming into Hinckley-Finlayson with upset on the mind, trying to come out of here with a upset victory over the Jaguars, who are having a pretty darn good year. This Jaguar team, a veteran Jaguar team. As we take a look at this team, they've got 6 seniors on their roster coming in to tonight's game. It's a as I mentioned, very veteran roster, and on the varsity roster, there's only 3-4 players that aren't seniors. So this is a group that is led by their seniors, no doubt, and a team that heavily relies on their leadership on and off the court. And this team has had a very, very good year. Right now, they play in Section 7 AA. They're 8-9 on the season, 3-2 in their section. And right now, if the playoffs were to start, they would actually get to host a playoff game. And looking at the playoffs, I know you might be thinking to yourself, playoffs? Playoffs? Well, they do start at the end of February, and we only have 2 days left of January. So at the end of February, we will begin playoffs Thursday, February 29th. And Hinckley-Finlayson could host a playoff game if they continue to play as well as they have. Again, 8-9 on the year, but right now they're in a good spot to kind of finish with a home playoff game if they can continue. But their offense is not as good as they would like it to be, only scoring about 51.5 points per game while giving up about 57 to 58 points per game. So it's not where they would want it to be right now, but that can quickly change. They're 2-6 in the Great River Conference coming into this game. So again, a win tonight puts them right at that 500 mark at 9-9. They came in winning 2 straight over Barnum and Moose Lake Willow River, but then they lost 4 straight to Bram, Pine City, Ogilvie, and Mesabi East. 3 straight conference losses to the 3 top teams in the conference. But then they would win a game in overtime over St. Francis, 66-61. That would spark a little 3-game win streak where they also beat Carlton Renshaw and Mille Lacs. But then they would lose 2 more in a row to Duluth Marshall and Chisholm in a Chisholm holiday tournament. They would also beat Duluth Denfeld in that holiday tournament as well, and they would come out of that tournament winning another one over Aiken. But then they would fall 3 straight games against Ogilvie, Bram, and Pine City again. Those 3 games in which they lost at the beginning of the season, they lost again right in a row, which is really interesting that those 3 teams got scheduled right in a row, in both the beginning and towards the middle part of the season. Again, they lost to Bram, Pine City, Ogilvie after their 2-game win, after winning 2 games to open up the season, and then they would lose 3 straight to Ogilvie, Bram, and Pine City after winning 2 straight, coming out of a holiday tournament and starting the new year on January 9th, where they beat Aiken. So a little bit of an interesting scheduling there, I thought. But they would go on to beat East Central here just last Thursday, 65-46, nearly a 20-point win there for them. So they're coming into this one a lot of momentum. Again, they have gone on a couple of losing streaks, but that's to the 3 top teams in the conference, Pine City, Ogilvie, and Bram. And it's going to come down to those 3. And in fact, it could come down to Thursday to being it decided, because Pine City hosts Bram on Thursday, and if Pine City wins that one, well, they'll go back to tied with Ogilvie, and then that Ogilvie-Pine City game will decide who will hold that conference crown. So a lot going on in the Great River Conference. It's a great conference. Once again, no pun intended, but it is a Great River Conference. It's going to be very interesting to see the way it ends, to see who's going to come away with that conference crown. Bram still has an outside shot at that conference crown. They they already beat Ogilvie, so that would give them the tiebreaker over Ogilvie, but they need to beat Bram on Thursday, and they need to beat Pine City on Thursday, and Pine City is not looking to let that happen after getting a week off after thinking about that loss against Ogilvie. So you can bet Pine City will be coming out on Thursday and be looking for a big win, not only to get back into the win column, but also to get themselves back into a position where they can go and try and capture that conference crown when they would host Ogilvie not too far later on in the season. But for Hinckley-Finlayson, again, a win puts them back at 900. It won't give them a conference win this year. Again, next year, Mora will join the Great River Conference along with 2 other teams. The conference is growing, and I think that is so good for this conference because this conference is home to a bunch of good teams. Now we're adding a few more. I think it's going to be a great time next year for sports that try to play 2 conference games in a season, much like basketball, baseball, volleyball. All those sports try to play conference games. Hockey, not sure how that will work, but all these teams, athletics, I should say sports, if you will, try to play 2 conference games a year. So it'll be very interesting when those sports roll around. Of course, it won't change football too much. Football pretty much going to stay the same for all 3 teams that will be joining the new conference, or the Great River Conference, and for the ones currently in it. So it won't really change because in the football you play by your district and by your section, so you really don't play a ton of conference games, if you will. It's more district, but that will come, and we'll discuss that when it does. But in tonight's game, Hinckley-Finlayson looking for a win to get back to 500 over what will be a conference opponent next year in the Mora Mustangs. We're going to take a commercial break, though, as the pregame warm-ups are just about ended. We will hear our national anthem here at the gym. We'll get our starting lineups announced, and then when we come back from commercial break, we'll be ready for tip-off here on 106.5 FM and AM 1350. And, of course, live with video at our website at WCMPradio.com.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Time to take a look at your starting lineups here for tonight's matchup. For the Mora Mustangs, head coached by Lance Dalby, it'll be number 13, Carla Quall, number 21, Abigail Kellish, number 22, Addison Axtell, 24, Amber Fix, and 32, Quincy Osmus. On the other side for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, head coached by Rob Witter, it'll be number 2, Anna Degerstrom, number 3, Hannah Hartle, number 5, Reese Hartle, number 15, Brecken Hansen, and 25, Natalie Staffney. Those are your starting lineups here tonight for both of these teams in this girls basketball game. So, again, taking a look at this game, it should be a good one here between these two teams who will, again, be conference opponents next year. And for tonight's matchup, again, don't forget Reese Hartle broke the school record for Hinckley-Finlayson for the most career steals in girls basketball. So Reese Hartle has now the most career steals in Hinckley-Finlayson girls basketball history. Congratulations there to her. That's a big accomplishment. Steals are huge. And she just accomplished a big feat. Being able to accomplish that. As we get set for tip-off here. These two teams ready to go at it. I'm excited to see how this one starts out. I think you can see fireworks early, really. It's going to be Degerstrom and Kellish at center court for tip-off. That's Osmus, rather. And it's won by the Jaguars. Taking it up the court is Reese Hartle. She'll bounce pass on the far side to Staffney. Staffney now in a little bit of a double zone. She gets it off to Degerstrom in the far side corner. Over on the near side elbow to Hannah Hartle for three. That's just off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Anna Degerstrom. And then she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Early foul will get Degerstrom to the line. That one's going to go against Quincy Osmus, her first, team's first. And again, Degerstrom at the line to shoot two. First one is up and no good by Degerstrom. Hartle sisters out there at the top of the key. Degerstrom trying to drain this one, and she does. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Jaguars are on the board first, 1-0. Axtell gives it off on the far side to Kellish. Addison Axtell will take it up the court now for the Mustangs. She'll take it to the basket and drop it in for two. Addison Axtell gets the Mustangs on the board, and it's 2-1. Like I said, I think we could see early fireworks. And a pass into the near side corner, rather far side for Anna Degerstrom. Is a little bit off the mark, just over her head, and it goes out of bounds. It will go back to the Mustangs. Osmus gives it to Axtell, back to Osmus, but it's stolen away. Who else but Reese Hartle with the steal? Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Hannah Hartle. Bounce pass to one of the Hartles. Can't see which one that is, but now to Degerstrom. Degerstrom back outside to Staffney on the far side for one of the Hartle sisters. She tries to give that one off to her teammate Degerstrom. And then and it looks like Amber Fix or Osmus will tie it up. And the possession arrow favors the Mora Mustangs, so a good tie up there by the Mustangs. After the steal by who else but Reese Hartle. Jaguars unable to convert on it. Kellish gives it to Axtell, now to Osmus. Now quickly up the court, back to Kellish. Kellish will go, and that pass is going to be too long for Kellish. And it will go back the other way to the Jags. That pass just a little above the head of Kellish, and unfortunately couldn't get that one reeled in. So now the Jaguars have it back. Reese Hartle inbounds to, or Hannah Hartle inbounds to Reese Hartle. And here comes the pass from Reese Hartle. It will go awry. Hannah Hartle zigged when the pass zagged, and a little miscommunication there between the two. And Mora will once again get it back on another turnover. Inbound here to Addison Axtell, nearly stolen away by Hannah Hartle. Axtell looks for a screen, then dribbles into a double team of the Hartle sisters. She gets it over to Kellish, now up the court to Quall. Quall at the top of the key gives it over to Axtell. Addison Axtell stands, guarded by Reese Hartle, nearly stolen away. She's bothered by Osmus gets it, but then she's bothered by one of the Hartle sisters, and it's stolen away by Brecken Hansen. Back the other way for the Jags, going inside. Anna Degerstrom found a lane, shot is up, blocked. Blocked by Quincy Osmus. And the ball will go back to the Mustangs. They're having trouble getting it up the court, but here comes Axtell, gives it off to Quall. Carla Quall on the near side, tries to bounce pass to Kellish. That's a dangerous pass, but she does get it there. And then the pass is going to be right to Staffney for the steal. Quickly up the court, the fast break to Hannah Hartle. Shot is up and good. Hannah Hartle drops it in for two to make it 3-2, Hinckley-Finlayson. But here come the Mustangs back the other way. It's Axtell who gives it to Fix. Fix looking for Quall. She's not open. Now she's looking for somewhere to go with it. Fix instead going to drive herself through a double team, throws it towards the backboard, and that one's no good, but we're going to get a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. And that one's going to go against Brecken Hansen, her first, team's first, and at the line for two is Amber Fix as she drops in the first. So that will tie us at 3 apiece. And that one no good. And it's rebounded there by the Jags. Brecken Hansen back the other way come the Jags, giving it across the court to Staffney. Staffney finds the lane, drives inside, off the backboard and in for two. Nice drive there by Natalie Staffney to give the Jaguars the lead right back. 5-3. Jaguars with the lead, but here come the Mustangs. Axtell gets a screen, working on Staffney. She gets by her, looks for a little bit of an awkward shot. Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. That one's going to go against Reese Hartle, her first, team second, and Addison Axtell at the line to try and tie this game at 5. Shot is up, no good there by Addison Axtell, and well, she can only bring the Mustangs within one with this shot. And can't get that one to drop, but Amber Fix right there for the rebound for the Mustangs. She'll give it back outside, and it's going to be stolen away by Hannah Hartle this time. On the fast break, she drops it in for two. 7-3. Jaguars have the lead. Qual gets the inbound from Osmus. Now gives it over to Axtell. Axtell lost it. It's Reese Hartle with another steal. Add on to your record. And that shot there by Brecken Hansen, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. That one's going to go against Carla Qual, her first and the team's second. And again, it's Brecken Hansen at the line to shoot two. First one up and good by Brecken Hansen. She wastes absolutely no time. I mean, I looked up and boom, there's the shot. It's got some nice backspin on it too. Boom, both of them are good. That's a good-looking shot there by Brecken Hansen. 9-3 is the score and the lead for the Mustangs. Here comes Addison Axtell, though, with the ball for Mora. She'll lob it over to Kellish. Kellish thought about three, got a defender to jump to the fake. A long two, can't drop. No good, and rebounded by Staffney. Staffney will give it up to Reese Hartle, who finds a lane, backs it outside to Hannah Hartle for three. No good. And rebounded there by Addison Axtell of the Mustangs. Getting around a double team. Now getting around Reese Hartle. Gets it up the court, gets it over to Kellish for three. That's going to come up well short, and rebounded by Staffney once again. Now Staffney looking for the breakout pass, gets it over instead to Hannah Hartle. She'll let the offense get set up. Hannah Hartle, top of the key, three, no good. Into the hands of a Mustang, no. I don't know if that's a rebound or steal. We'll give Brecken Hansen the rebound, and she fought for it, but now it's going to be stolen away, and that's going to be a foul. Kellish with the steal, and a foul here on the Mustangs. And I think they got Reese Hartle again, sadly. They did. It'll be her second. Checking in for the first time here for the Jaguars is number 11. That's going to be Hayeson Taggart. We got two more players in for the Mustangs. I'll get those numbers and names to you ASAP. It's 2 and 20. Which, of course, are Mackenzie Holte and Lindsay Clevin. Three shot there, no good by the Mustangs, and it's rebounded by Anna Degersham. Breakout pass up the court here to Taggart. Taggart trying to get around one defender, nearly lost it. Picks up her dribble after it was knocked out by Fix. Gets it over to Hannah Hartle. Shot is up, and they're going to get a foul. Nearly blocked, but I think they're going to call the foul here on Lindsay Clevin. They will. It'll be her first, team's third. So now at the line to shoot two is Hannah Hartle. The first one's up, no good. Score remains 9-3. 13-18 to go here in the first half. Jaguars with the lead. That one's no good as well. Rebounded by the Mustangs. That was Clevin who got the rebound, but then stolen away by Hannah Hartle. But as she tried to move with it, she traveled, so the ball will go back to the Mustangs. A deep inbound to Amber Fix, and she's got a lane. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul going to go against Natalie Staffney, her first, team's fourth. So Amber Fix at the line. They got a great breakout pass to her up the court. Great job there by Clevin, realizing Fix had a angle on the defender. Fix at the line for 2. She drops that one in. So it's 9-4 after that made free throw, and Fix again. No one good on that one. That one's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs, so it remains 9-4. Jags with the lead. Hannah Hartle gets the inbound. She'll pass it all the way across the court to Taggart. Now quickly up to Degersham. Degersham bothered pretty good, but gets it up to Hannah Hartle. Going underneath to Staffney. Staffney, shot is blocked by Holte, and she'll take it for the Mustangs, but now it's stolen right back by Anna Degersham. Wow. This defense from Hinckley-Finlayson is just, I mean, they got sticky hands. All the way across court to Hannah Hartle, newly stolen away, drive to the basket, no good. Gonna get an offensive charge called there on Hannah Hartle. So that'll be her first and the team's 5th. So the Mustangs get the ball back once again. Can they get into their offensive side of the court without turning it over? Nice move there by Abigail Kellish, and then the ball was poked out from behind by Hannah Hartle. Hannah Hartle got beat there for a moment, and it's almost as if she set the defender, or the offender, if you will, up so she could come from behind and almost try and steal that ball. Unable to there. She knocked it out of bounds, though. Inbound gets to Fix. Fix looking into the near side corner for Holte for 3. That's going to be off the mark. And getting the rebound for the Jags is Staffney. Staffney now, and she was bothered. She was facing a double team, but before anything bad could happen, head coach Rob Witter is going to call a timeout. His team leads 9-4 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces, and Invisalign with 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Plus, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. The Ram Bombers over on KBK beat Floodwood 104-19. Pretty easy win there for Bram. Thanks to Adam Hefty on the call for that one. Those ones can be tough. It's nice when the local teams win, but it's really tough when it's that lopsided. Of course, again, you like to see the wins. You like to see the 100 points put up on the board. But when it's that lopsided, it almost gets tough to call. And that's not being mean to the other team. It's just, well, that's just how the game went. That game over there. But the Jaguars, off the timeout, get the inbound and taking it to the basket. Taggart, she'll pass it off at the last minute to Degersham. And Degersham does a great job of getting that shot to fall to make it 11-4. Quickly up back the other way go the Mustangs. Faking that shot there is Kellish. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded again by Staffney. Just showing the strength on that rebound. Taggart lost it, but she'll give it over now to Hannah Hartle. Hannah Hartle right down center of the court, gives it off on the far side to Staffney. Staffney to a cutting Degersham. A long 2 is good. Anna Degersham, beautiful shot to make it 13-4. Mustangs quickly up the court, though. And nice stop and go by Addison Axtell. Got the shot to fall, plus the and one opportunity. Now, I did not hear who that foul was on. It's going to be on Brecken Hansen, her second and the team's 6th now. And Hannah Hartle checks out. Reese in for her. So Addison Axtell with the possible 3-point play. Shot is up, no good. So she'll only get 2 there. And as the rebound heads toward the sideline, it's going to be last touched out of bounds by the Jaguars, and the Mustangs will hold on to it. 13-6 is the Jaguar lead. But the Mustangs get set to inbound. Kellish looking. She'll get it into Clevin. Clevin turns around, put up a shot. It nearly dropped in, but Clevin is able to get her own rebound. She'll give it back on the far side to Fix. Fix now in trouble. Dribbles through the double team. Gets it over to Holte. Holte now on the near side for Kellish, and I think they're going to get Kellish. No, they will get instead Staffney for the foul. Well, they gave it to Mora, but I know that's the wrong call, so I believe it is Staffney with her second. Into the game for the first time here. As, again, Kellish is at the line for the 1-and-1. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Clevin. Underneath the basket, Amber Fix can't get it to fall. Addison Axtell is there to get it rebounded and put it back in for 2. 13-8 now. Reese Hartle has it on the far side, quickly up the court, trying to pass it to her teammate that was down there, but Amber Fix is going to take it away on a steal. And then a timeout called there by Lance Dalby. He realized Fix was in a lot of trouble, had nowhere to go with that one. So, but as I mentioned before, Haley Geiger checked in the game for the Jaguars. It's 13-8. Jaguars with the lead. 10:45 left here in the first half. More of a slow-moving first half, but like I said, good action early on. But the Jaguars do have 17 fouls already, and we're, again, not quite 8 minutes into this first half. So not an ideal spot for the Jaguars to be in, really, because you are only 3 fouls away from putting Mora in the double bonus. And now they haven't been great from the free throw line by any means, but that doesn't mean that they can't all of a sudden go on a little bit of a scoring run from the free throw line and all of a sudden get themselves possibly a lead. So it'll be interesting to see how the Jaguars go about that, because again, you don't want to give anything away. So it should be interesting. Mora will inbound. I don't think Jaguars were quite ready, but here they come now. Clevin with it, trying to get around one defender, gets through 2. Up into the offensive zone now. She stops, she'll let the offense get ready. Watches, calls out the play, goes inside to Clevin. Now underneath to Holte. Holte back outside. That shot was knocked away, more or less just knocked out of the hands of Addison Axtell by Hannah Hartle. Inbound here goes to Fix. Fix trying to get around the defender. She does. She drives towards the basket, puts up a shot. No good on the hook shot. And rebounding that one is Haley Geiger. Quickly down the court, Reese Hartle. She's using those wheels. Bounce pass, a no-look bounce pass there. Is that number 0? It is. Ball go out of bounds. That's touched by the Mustangs. Sydney Krieger into the game is wearing number 0. Krieger gets the inbound looking. Bounce pass into the near side, far side corner. Reese Hartle. She drives the baseline. Gives it over for number 22, who drops it in for 2. And that's Isabella Bennett. And back the other way. Oh, Clevin can't get the shot to fall. And I think we're getting a foul on Mora. We will. That'll be their 4th. First there on Kellish. But 22 into the game. Again, Isabella Bennett. And she got those last 2 points, which makes it a 15-8 lead for the Jags. Bennett trying to drive back inside. A shot there by her teammate, no good. And fight for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Jags, so we'll go back to the Mustangs. Quickly up the court go the Mustangs. Pass inside underneath to Axtell. She stops, grabs it one-handed. Made it look easy, then dropped it in for 2. 15-10. Hannah Hartle gets pass inside. Shot up, no good. Amber Fix with the rebound. She'll give it over to Axtell. Axtell trying to race up the court. Gives it off far side to Holte. Holte back over to Fix. Fix driving inside. Bounce pass there. Maybe could have went without the bounce pass to her teammate, Megan Sperling. Atward is going to be on Hannah Hartle, her second, team's 8th, and it puts Sperling at the line for a 1-1. She makes it. Maybe it is just 2, but I thought it was a 1-1. Either way, it's 15-11 now after the made free throw from Megan Sperling. That one not going to get there. No good, and it's rebounded by Anna Degerstrom. Oh, Degerstrom nearly traveled. She did a good job to realize, hey, I gotta dribble this ball. She was one step away from the travel. Going to get a foul here on the Mustangs. Their 5th and the 1st on Mackenzie Holte. That will kind of help out the Jags. They were in a bad spot, really. Bennett gets the inbound. She'll go inside to Geiger. Geiger nearly lost it, and she will. Oh, my goodness. Amber Fix just ripped it out of her hands. And here come the Mustangs driving toward the basket. Amber Fix is going to draw the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So it'll be interesting to see who this one's on, because we've got a couple of Jaguars who are close to 3, but that's going to go against Bennett with her first. Now checking into the game is going to be Lauren Colgraff. She brings some good size to the court for the Mustangs. .8:35 left in the first half. Shot is up and no good by Amber Fix. Quick substitution for Axel. Comes in Kellish. Fix drops that one through. She got the friendly bounce on that one. That'll make it 15-12. Quick sub again as Quall comes in for Fix. And we're back to action as bringing this one up the court is Taggart. She'll give it off and travel, though, as Quall got the steal, but unfortunately she traveled with it because she fell and could not keep the dribble going. So a turnover that goes back over to the Jags. Unfortunate circumstance there for Mora as they almost get another steal here, and Taggart will get it back. It was tipped, so no over and back. She'll get it over to Bennett now. Bennett zone, and she gives it underneath to Degerstrom, but she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. They're calling this one pretty close. I'm guessing in the second half they'll kind of lay off a little bit, but that's kind of, well, from what I've seen here this year, reffing-wise, that's kind of how it works. They'll call it real close in the first half. Everything's kind of almost ticky-tacky, so to speak. As Degerstrom no good on the first, but then in the second half they'll kind of let a little bit more go. That's from what I've noticed. That doesn't mean that's the way this one will, but can't get the friendly roll that time, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Carla Quall. So Degerstrom 0 for 2 there on that trip, but Quall just kind of mistimed her bounce there and knocked it out of bounds, so it stays with the Jags. So an unfortunate spot there for Mora. Inbound here. Gets to Hansen, and Hansen drops it in for 2. (17-12) now is the Jaguar lead. Holte has it. She's feeling good. She drives towards the basket, puts up a shot. It's no good, and get a jump ball call here as Lauren Colgraff, again, she's got some good strength to her as well as some height. But it's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow favors the Jags. They'll get it inbounded. A little bit of full court press here by Mora. But Reese Hartle has it, and she has some speed to her. She'll give it off to Staffney. Staffney looking into no man's land. Gives it Degerstrom trying to get it. Oh, maybe should have been a jump ball call. That probably should be a jump ball call, and it is. And the possession arrow will go back to the Mustangs. Oh. If that's a jump ball, that's possession Mora. The last jump ball was Hinckley-Finlayson, so this one should be Mora's. Yeah, they got it figured out. Just a little bit of confusion at the scores table, but they got it figured out. And that's why they talk. That's why they conversate. Everyone helps everybody. I'd love to see it. Either way, Kellish quickly up the court for the Mustangs. She's going to drive to the basket, put up a left-handed layup, and drop it in for 2. But here come the Jaguars as I don't get a second to even look down to try and change my scoreboard, the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Oh, Reese Hartle passed it off to her teammate, and I think she probably should have just taken it herself. Another jump ball call, and this one's going to go back to the Jags. 7:10 left here in half number 1. Jaguars lead by 3. This goes inbound to Brecken Hansen, and shot is up. No good. They're going to call a foul here on Mora. I think they got Colgraf. It'll put the Jags in the bonus. Dropped in there nicely by Brecken Hansen. That one's good as well. 4 for 4 tonight for Brecken Hansen. Makes it 19-14. Mustangs trying to get this one up the court. It's been tough all night, but they find an opening, and that's Holte who's there. Holte thought about 3. She'll give it now to Quall, and this is going to be stolen away. Reese Hartle once again. She'll add on to her record even more. She'll give it off on the near side corner. Hannah Hartle for 3! Hannah Hartle drops it in from long range, and it's 22-14, and all of a sudden a 3-point deficit for the Mustangs, soon going to double digits as this one is rebounded by Anna Degerstrom. And the Jags have a chance to turn this into a 10-point lead, but this going to go over the head of Brecken Hansen, and it will give it back to the Mustangs. Substitutions here for Mora. 6:26 to go. Mora wearing their road white uniforms, the blue letters and numbers, the blue top half of the jersey, blue shoulders rather, and then the small blue stripe down the jersey and short blue trim on the end of the shorts. As the Mustangs get it back, Kellish gives it over to Sperling, now to Fix, now to Osmus. Osmus trying to drive inside, gives it over to Fix. Fix underneath the basket, drops it in for 2. That was a tough one for Amber Fix, but somehow got it to go. To make it 22-16. Up the court for the Jags. They were looking to try and get it to Staffney, but that's going to go out of bounds and knocked out by a member of the Mustangs. Jaguars, of course, wearing their red home uniforms, the white trim on the neck and arm sleeves, the white letters and numbers, and then the white small stripe down the side of the jersey and short. White trim on the bottom of the shorts, and then the white waist belt as well. Inbound here is knocked out of bounds again by a member of the Mustangs, so Jaguars will again inbound. Inbound to Degerstrom. Degerstrom will pull up just from the free throw line. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Reese Hartle, and then a 3-ball. I don't know if that touched net. Wow, what a good shot there by Natalie Staffney. And she'll make it 25-16. Back outside, Fix to Kellish. That shot no good, and as Axtell tried to grab the rebound, she dribbled it on the baseline. And now we'll give the ball back to the Jags. Jags going to try and get it to double digits here with this possession. They weren't able to the last time, and then all of a sudden Mora hit a big 3, but trying to get it back now as Kellish knocks that one away on the pass. They're going underneath to Degerstrom. Degerstrom can't drop that one in, and it's rebounded by Reese Hartle, and her shot was no good, which was rebounded by Hansen. And then this ball going to go out of bounds, knocked out by a member of Hinckley-Finlayson. 25-16, Jags with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. Team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Shot up a few times, no good. Quincy Osmus will get a rebound. She'll get her own rebound here. That shot is up and no good, and Reese Hartle will come down with the rebound. And we'll get a timeout now called here by Hinckley-Finlayson and head coach Rob Witter, as Reese Hartle got the most recent rebound. That'll be the Jags' second of the first half. They'll be left with 3 in the game total. 25-16 is the score here in this one. Been a good battle. I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen from both teams early on here. Both of them battling hard. The turnovers have been, I think, one thing that both teams would like to see better, but I think more on the side of the Mustangs. They haven't had the greatest of luck with turnovers so far here in the first half. And rebound-wise, early on it was all Jags. Any rebound that was up for grabs went the Jaguars' way. Mora has since evened it out a little bit, but the Jaguars are still kind of ruling the boards here, so to speak, in this first half. Of course, the Hartle sisters, Reese and Hannah, both seniors. I mean, they've been in this program, whether it's cross-country, basketball. They've been in this program for a long time, and I still have a lot of these other names that for Hinckley-Finlayson. It's been really fun to watch them play. Hannah Hartle fakes the 3, then goes and steps inside for 2. Shot is up, no good. Amber Fix couldn't hold on for the rebound. Slipped through her fingertips, and it will stay with the Jags in their offense zone. Hannah Hartle inbounds to Reese Dagerstrom. Pass there by Dagerstrom was knocked away. She'll take it towards the basket. Shot is up, no good, and that's Hansen for the rebound. That is no good, and rebounded by Sperling. Now it's Kellish who has it. Bounce pass to Fix. Fix looking. She'll give it to Osmus. Osmus, she brings some good length. She gives it to Axtell. Axtell trying to drive towards the basket. Puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall. A little too strong on that one. She gets her own rebound, and she's fouled on the next one. So she'll go to line for 2. And from here on out, any foul that the Jaguars give is going to be 2 shots for the Mustangs. That one going to go against Brecken Hansen, her third, with 4:03 left. Addison Axtell at the line. 0 for 3, now 0 for 4 so far today. Couple subs for the Jags. No surprise, Hansen will have to take a rest for the rest of the first half, as she has 3 fouls. Don't want her to get into that 4-foul territory. That would not be good. And Axtell corrects the first 4 misses and drops in the 5th. So 1 for 5 now. Addison Axtell from the free throw line. It's 25-17. A shot there, no good. Rebounded by Staffney. And now stolen away by Sperling. Maybe got away with a shove there that did a member of the Jags, but taking it to the basket. Addison Axtell, nice drive there. Drop that one in for 2. Make it 25-19, and here comes a run by the Mustangs. Taggart, maybe got away with a little bit of a carry there. She kind of picked up that ball, kind of carried it with her palm a little bit, but, I mean, not enough for the rest to call. Ball knocked out of bounds by Mora, so the Jags get it in. Hannah Hartle from deep, no good. And Amber Fix gets the rebound. Quickly up the court come the Mustangs. Gives it to Sperling, to Osmus, now over to Fix. Fix trying to get that one up, no good. Rebound up for grabs. Still up for grabs. Somehow Fix comes up with it to Axtell. Kellish trying to drive inside, shot is up, no good, and they'll get Kellish on the charge. That would be her 2nd and the team's 8th. Now, it won't be a 1-and-1 because it is an offensive foul on the Mustangs, so will not be a 1-and-1 shot for the Jags. Hannah Hartle fakes the drive one way, goes the other way, gets it off now to Dagerstrom. Dagerstrom gets it off to Geiger. Geiger shot no good. Fighting for the rebound are Staffney and Axtell, and it's a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Mora. So we'll go back to the Mustangs, 25-19. Looking for a quick sub. Holty is going to come in for Amber. Excuse me. Ear's a little thick, apparently. Holty will come in for, no, instead of Fix, she'll come in for Kellish. Axtell has it, gives it over to Sperling. Sperling looking. Lob pass over to Holty. Holty, that's a long three. She's going to pull it down, drive towards the basket, and drop it in for two. Smart play there by Holty. She could have taken the long three opportunity, but instead drives towards the basket and trusts herself and drops it in for two, 25-21. This pass is taken away by Megan Sperling. And the Mustangs got a little bit of something going for themselves. A three on the far side from Holty. That looks good. It is good. Wow. Mackenzie Holty now has 5 points and makes it 25-24. A 1-point lead now for the Jags. Good passing here. They find an outlet underneath to Staffney. She's guarded well. Tries to put up a shot. Jump ball. And the possession arrow points the way of the Jags. Get a substitution in quick for Hinckley-Finlayson. Staffney gets a much-needed rest, and in for her comes Isabella Bennett. So Jags will inbound. They'll get it in to Taggart. Now over to Bennett for three. That's going to be well short. Taken by Geiger, and then stolen away. I believe that's Fix, and and they're going to get a charge on Amber Fix. That'll be her first. Team's ninth. Yeah, that's unfortunate to Fix there. Tried to pass it off, but as she passed off, her momentum carried her through the Jaguar player. So, yeah, unfortunately, that is a foul. Inbound here to Reese Hartle. Hartle will give it over to Bennett. Bennett nearly lost it. She'll give it back over to Reese. Reese trying to drive inside. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound racing for it, and that's going to be taken by Bennett. Bennett on the far side gives it inside. Now another pass inside, and that's Anna Degerstrom for two. So they end that scoring run there by the Mustangs, 27-24. But the Mustangs come quickly up the court. Fix goes inside to Axel. Axel lost it. Somehow, Holty was right there, and she was a good teammate that time. She picked it up and put it back in for two, 27-26. Hannah Hartle for three. Oh, trying to get the foul call, but they did not buy that one. That was good acting, though. I like it. Now a foul here by the Jaguars, and it's going to send the Mustangs to the line to shoot two. That's going to be the first on Hayes Taggart. And it's Holty at the line to shoot two. And, yeah, if you're the Mustangs, I think that's who you want the ball in the hands of right now, is Mackenzie Holty. First one up, no good. Good old announcer's jinx there. So on that brace orthodontic scoreboard, 109 left, 1 point lead for the Jags. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Referee has to tie a shoe. Those laces now are dangerous. I've stepped on one when I'm playing basketball on a court. Man, they're slippery. And Holty got the friendly roll. So she missed the first, dropped in the second. And we're tied at 27. Bennett gives it over to Reese Hartle. Hartle back to Bennett. Bennett on the far side gets the defender to jump. She'll drive inside. She'll pass it outside now to Reese Hartle from three. She drives. She passes it inside to Degerstrom. Back outside to Hannah Hartle for three. Hannah Hartle delivers a big shot that time. That is exactly what the Jags needed, and I promise it's not 333-27 or 300-27. It's 30-27. Oh, and then we got a ball out of bounds by Mustangs, but rebounded off the missed shot by Fix. And now we're going to get a steal. Reese Hartle, fast break, drops it in for two, and that is way less than ideal. If you're the Mustangs, you just gave up 5 points in a row. And nearly another steal by Reese Hartle. My goodness, she's everywhere. Amber Fix gives it off far side to Quall. Now to Axtell. Axtell can't get it to fall on the shot. It's Hannah Hartle with the rebound. Here come the Jags. They're trying to continue to push this lead. Risardo drives baseline, layup, no good. Rebound by Carla Quall. They've got to get it up the court quickly. And Axel, that won't be in time. Oh, and it was good. Oh, my goodness. She didn't get it off in time. And the half-court shot was good, ladies and gentlemen, but she could not get it off in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can you imagine what that would have done for the confidence and the momentum going into halftime? My goodness, that would have shifted it well into the Mustangs' favor. Now, they would have still trailed 32-30, but man, what an end of this half we had. 32-27, the Jags with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It was a fun first half, ladies and gentlemen. I can't imagine what the second half will hold. It's going to be a very fun second half here between these two teams, but the Jaguars currently hold that 5-point lead over the Mustangs after a nice 5-0 run to end the half. We will take a commercial break, hear word from some of our fine sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll recap the first half of action. Going to give you our keys for both teams and their success here in the second half. Of course, 32-27 is the halftime score here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Girls Basketball on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMPradio.com.
AOML. BRB. B4N.
Period 02.
BF.
143.
AAK.
1 a.m.
Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Grilling seminars from Mad Dog and Merrill. Dexter the dog that learned to walk like a human, and more. Only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
AOML.
BRB.
B4N.
Period 02.
BF.
143.
AAK.
1 a.m.
Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Fishing seminars, hundreds of exhibitors. You can even get your deer scored. All for only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL, money sign, heart emoji.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here at halftime on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Jaguars lead 32-27. Embrace Orthodontics, the team there, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. So the Jaguars lead 32-27 after a 5-0 run to end the first half. But that wasn't before a 8-0 run by the Mustangs to get this game tied at 27. The Mustangs tied it at 27. Then the Jaguars went down. Hannah Hartle hit a 3. And then off of the inbound, the Mustangs got it out of bounds, so the ball went back to the Jags, and they scored 2 off of that. But right with no time left, it was a half-court shot by the Mustangs, and they got the well, no, they didn't. It didn't count because the ball came out of the hands of the shooter at after the buzzer had sounded. So the half-court shot didn't fall. It didn't count. I mean, it did fall. Let's first of all correct myself. It did fall, but it didn't count because it came out of the hands after the buzzer. So the half-court shot does not count. But could you imagine if it did? We'd be sitting 32-30, and I think momentum would have heavily shifted back into the Mustangs' favor. But that's not the point. As taking a look here at the halftime stats for the Mora Mustangs, leading the way was Addison Axtell with 11. Then Mackenzie Holte off the bench comes in and got 8 points on the board. And then 5 for Amber Fix, 2 for Abigail Kellish, and 1 for Megan Sperling on a free throw. They went 6 of 16 from the free throw line, something they'll hope to improve on here in half number 2. Rebounds, Amber Fix led them with 5, and then 3 for Clevin and Axtell, and a couple of others there for the rest of the team. They had 6 steals in the first half, 2 blocks, 1 from Osmus and Holte, and then 9 team fouls. They had none going, or they had only a couple, I think, 4 past the halfway part of that first half, and then all of a sudden they just started to kind of pile on. For the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, leading the way for them was Hannah Hartle with 10, 7 for Degerstrom, 6 for Hansen, 5 for Natalie Staffney, and then 2 for both Reese Hartle and Isabella Bennett. Leading the way rebound-wise for the Jaguars, 2 had 5, that's Hansen and Staffney, and 4 for Degerstrom. They went 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Perfect 4 for 4 was Brecken Hansen, and 1 for 4 was Degerstrom, and then 0 for 2 was Hannah Hartle. They had 9 steals in that first half, and I bet you can't guess who had the most steals. I bet you can. Reese Hartle. She had 4 of them in that first half by herself. They had 11 team fouls, and none but 1, Brecken Hansen, with 3, so she had to sit for the remainder of that first half. So it was a very fun first half of action. As I mentioned, I think we would see fireworks early on. We kind of did. Then it kind of cooled off there for a little bit. Both teams couldn't really get themselves on the board. But late in that first half, both teams got hot. They got going. And both teams went. It was kind of a first half of runs is really what it was. Hinckley-Finlayson went on one, then Mora went on another. Then Hinckley-Finlayson went up by nearly double digits. Well, then Mora came back and tied it or got within a couple. They didn't actually tie it until late in that first half with only 30 seconds left. That's when they were able to tie it at 27. Then Mora went down and said, Hinckley-Finlayson went down and said, no. no, we're not going to go into halftime tied, excuse us. So they went down, got a 3 from Hannah Hartle, and then they came back, got another turnover, went down, converted on that turnover, brought it into 2 points, led by 5, and then the Mustangs nearly had that half-court shot, but it did not count. So keys to the second half here. Well, I think if you're Hinckley-Finlayson, continue what you're doing. There's no reason to change it. Defensively, though, you're going to have to tighten down. Right now, Mora knows what they need to do, and they're doing it. They're driving deep inside, drawing the fouls, and going to the free throw line. Now, the Mustangs will have to improve from the free throw line if they want to have success here in the second half. But the Mustangs are doing a good job of drawing the fouls deep underneath. And that is what the Jaguars are going to have to combat against. The Mustangs are doing such a good job of that the Jaguars right now really don't have an answer for it. So the Mustangs, I think, going back to them, they need to continue to do that here in the second half. Drive deep underneath, try and draw the foul, get to the free throw line. And you, of course, as I mentioned, have to improve from the free throw line and the shooting from there. Defensively for the Mustangs, well, you're going to have to watch that outside shot from Hannah Hartle, but she's really the only one who has shown that she's willing to shoot from there. Natalie Staffley did have one in that first half, so not that anyone else can't, but Hannah Hartle has been the one who has been dangerous from 3, and that's where her last 2 buckets came from, were from long range. Mustangs will get set to start with it here in the second half, inbound to Fix. Fix trying to get it over to Axtell. That pass, I don't know if it was deflected or not. It was not. And 5 seconds into the second half, not good news here for the Mustangs. Another thing the Mustangs will have to work on is turnovers. They turned the ball over way too much in that first half. They're going to have to cut down on those here in the second half. And even if they cut those in half here in the final of the game, I think they'll be okay. Reese Hartle nearly lost it, gives out to Hannah Hartle. Now back out to Reese for 3. That's good. She said, you know what? You said Hannah Hartle could shoot it from 3. Well, what about me? She hits it. And that full court pressure back here by Hinckley-Finlayson, I think that's a good move because it's going to turn into points, or maybe. Well, not quite. Yeah, Dagerstrom didn't reestablish herself. She knew it. She came back and said, come on. Quickly up the court go the Mustangs. It's Axtell who has it. Trying to get underneath the basket. Oh, she dropped it in, but kind of like the half-court heave, it's not going to count that time because of a travel. Kind of shooting themselves in the foot early on here are the Mustangs. They really do have a chance to stay in this game, but if they keep shooting themselves in the foot like they have so far, it's going to be tough to get things going their way. That'll help. Oh, no, it won't. Well, they initially called it off of Jaguars, but then they called it off of Mora. Dalby doesn't seem to have an issue with it, so it sounds like he kind of agrees. Of course, he doesn't so much agree, but Amber Fix rebound off that shot. That's no good. And then Reese Hartle tried to get the steal, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by her, so Mustangs will get it back. Holte will check into the game for the Mustangs for Amber Fix. This Mustang team, man, they've got a lot of grit. They are not going to go down easy. Up the court here to Kellish. Kellish nearly had it poked out by Reese Hartle. She's kind of perfected that, as she has the school record in steals for girls basketball. Quincy Osmus saw no one open, so she puts up a shot. It's no good. Smart play there. Brecken Hansen going to get the rebound, and looks like we got a jump ball. It's going to go back to the Jags. Inbound here to Reese Hartle, and she'll slow it down a little bit. Now brings it up the court, finds her teammate Hansen open underneath for 2 to make it 37-27, and now that double-digit lead. And let's see if that changes things here for the Mustangs. They didn't face a double-digit deficit in that first half. Hinckley-Finlayson just couldn't ever complete that double-digit lead, but they have here, and let's see if they can't start to pull away now. A 5-0 run to begin the second half for the Jags, and feels like a lot more if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. Kellish, bothered by Reese Hartle. She'll get it over to Axtell on the far side. to Qual. Qual picks it up, gives it back to Kellish. Over to Axel. Axel gets around, pulls up from 2. It's good. Nice looking shot there by Addison Axtell. Realized, hey, I can't drive all the way to the basket with this one, so I'm going to have to pull up early, and she did. 37-29. Reese Hartle drives inside, backs it out here to Natalie Staffney for 3. That's going to be long. But Anna Degerstrom waiting right there for the rebound to put it back up and in for 2. Back to a 10-point lead, 39-29. And we're going to get a foul here. And who is that going to be on? The Jags. Going to go on Degerstrom, her first. And did I miss a foul? According to the scoreboard, it looks like I may have on Mora. Either way, we'll keep it where we are at. Holte has it, passes it, trying to go inside to Axel. Axel underneath the basket, drops it in for 2. Man, she may not be the tallest of players, but she knows how to get inside underneath that basket and work well underneath it. She does such a good job. A 3 from Hannah. Oh, wow. It's like showing off. I mean, just, my goodness, she makes it look so smooth. Hannah Hartle for 3, and she makes it look easy. Kellish now will bring it up the court for the Mustangs. Nice Euro step, but could not get through the double team, and Hannah Hartle's going to be right there as that one rolls to her on the rebound. Up the court to Degerstrom. Wrong team. Now over to Hannah Hartle, to Reese, to Staffney. Long 2, rolls off the rim. No good, and rebounded here by Kellish. And then we're going to get a foul here on the Jags. Now, will that be on Reese or Hannah Hartle is the question. Looks like they're going to call it on Reese, who will get her 3rd. 42-31. Jaguars, again, now have that double-digit lead, and now it feels more or less like they can finally maybe start to pull away with it a little bit. Axtell gets the pass from Kellish. Axtell drives, gives it off far side here to Holte for 3. Trying to answer a 3 with a 3, no good. Addison Axtell there for the rebound, can't drop it in. And she got her own rebound. And then this shot is no good. And rebounded by Anna Degerstrom. So here come the Jags. Reese Hartle racing towards the basket. Nice layup for 2. 44-31. Holte passes it back to Osmus. Now to Axtell. That's not the first time Axtell has made a one-handed grab like that. I mean, she's looking like a pro receiver out there. Maybe give her a contract, Chiefs. She might help you on your Super Bowl run. Now driving towards the basket. Kellish, no good on the shot. Rebounded by Staffney. And Hannah Hartle Reese, to Hannah. And Hannah drops it in for 2. And here we go. That's that run that I was talking about that the Jags might go on after they pulled it to a double-digit lead, and they have, as it's 46-31 here in half number 2 already. 4.5 minutes off the board in the second half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Plus, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemen.com. 13:33 to go here in half number 2. And the Jaguars have pulled up now by 15. I don't want to say pulled away because Mora has shown the ability to go on runs themselves. They went on an 8-0 run to tie it at 27 after it looked like the Jaguars were going to take a double-digit lead. Well, they couldn't take that double-digit lead. Then after they couldn't convert that double-digit lead, Mora came back, went on an 8-0 run to tie it at 27. So I don't want to say that the Jaguars have ran away with a 15-point lead because I don't think anyone can run away with this game quite yet. Although, when the Jags did punch their double-digit lead point, I thought that would kind of lean momentum heavily in the Jaguars' favor, but I just, the way that Mora plays, I just don't think that Hinckley-Finlayson can get comfortable right now. I don't think they can. I think Mora has the ability right now, with the way that momentum has swung here in this game, to quickly turn this around in their favor. But one of the biggest things that the Jaguars have been doing here to start the second half is they started doing that full court pressure again, and that's what has already led to some turnovers by the Mustangs. And the Jaguars said, yeah, we need to get that full court pressure back and get us some turnovers. With it now is Sperling trying, and taken away by Hannah Hartle. And she'll take it to the basket and drop it in for 2. The Hartle sisters, they are tough to get around. Nice passing here by the Mustangs to get around the full court pressure. Amber Fix has it now. She's looking, gives it over to Sperling. Sperling to Holte. Holte trying to find a lane, gives it out to Axtell. Axtell looked at the basket, couldn't find a shot. Gives it off to Clevin. Clevin can't hold on to it. And it will go back to the Jags. And that's something, if you're the Mustangs, you can't have. It's the turnovers, the unforced turnovers too, where kind of shooting yourselves in the foot. I talked about it as the second half began. They kind of shot themselves in the foot a couple times, and since Hinckley-Finlayson has capitalized. Anna Degerstrom trying to drive towards the basket. Shot is up. Could have been a foul, but it's going to be rebounded here by Holte. And let's see. They might get Reese, I think. Yeah, they did. So Reese Hartle got her fourth foul, and she's going to have to sit for some time, sadly, because with the fourth, well, you don't want her to foul out, especially with the way this one's been going with the momentum and the runs going back and forth. You don't want her to get her fourth and then have, get her fifth, and then all of a sudden Mora goes on a run and ties it back up. They've shown Reese has been a key part of this offense. Lob inside to Clevin, can't get her shot to go, and it's rebounded by Degerstrom, but right after she rebounded it, she was tied up by Amber Fix, and the possession arrow does favor the Jags here. So it won't harm really either side. Jaguars get it. Hasten Taggart has it. She looks, she picked up her dribble, so she'll give it back on the far side to Degerstrom. Degerstrom trying to drive towards the basket. Along two. Good look, no shot though. Or good look, the shot does not go down. Amber Fix with the rebound. Gives it off to Axtell. Axtell gets around the defender Hartle. It's Hannah Hartle. A three here, no good, and taken in by Brecken Hansen. Maybe a little bit of rush shot there by the Mustangs. Maybe could have taken another second or two, but they're trying to get back into this one. And that knocked away, going to be stolen away by Addison Axtell. It was knocked out by Lindsay Clevin. Nice job by her. Axtell has it. She'll give it over in the near side corner to Holte. She thought about three. Fakes past the defender. She probably could have had a three there. Instead gives it to Sperling now on the far side for Axtell. Axtell guarded well. Gives it over to Holte. Holte left alone for three. It's off the mark. And a rebound grab there by Brecken Hansen once again. A rebound machine in that first half with 5. Hannah Hartle, far side for three! 51-31, and all of a sudden the Jags have found a little bit of something to go. Sperling quickly up the court. That's going to be a kick ball by Hansen. So we're going to sub here. Cole Graff will check in for Clevin. A couple substitutions for the Jags as well. Bennett and Krieger check into the game. 51-31. Axtell will inbound for the Mustangs. She does to Fix. Over to Sperling. Sperling. Far side corner to Axtell for three. No good. And that falls right to Hansen on the rebound. I mean, it couldn't have been any easier. She'll give it off to Hannah Hartle. Hannah Hartle kind of slows things down, let the offense get set. She'll give it over into the far side corner for Isabella Bennett. Bennett spin move, driving in. Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled, and that's going to be on Lauren Colgraff. And Bennett will go to line to shoot two. Her second, team second. Bennett, no good on the first one. They were 50% from the free throw line, and I think teams want to be about 70-80%, so need some improvement here. Checking in for the first time here tonight for the Mustangs is number 11. That's Elia Kastenbauer. As Bennett corrects the mistake, drops it in for one. So 52-31. Jags with the lead. And a pass forward for the Mustangs goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Jags. No one knew who it went off of. But it is Mora ball. Fixed looking. She gets it to Kastenbauer for three. No good. And rebounded here by Isabella Bennett. Looks like Kastenbauer has a little bit more range on her shot. That's why they've got her in now. Pass here. I don't know if she meant that pass, but that one was not meant. And Amber Fix gets a steal, and she was fouled hard by Hannah Hartle. Hannah Hartle picks up her third, team's fourth, and Amber Fix will be at the line to shoot 2. Fix no good on the first. She was just under 50% shooting from the free throw line in that first half. Anna Dagersham checks in for, looks like Hansen. And Fix, no good on both. And this one rebounded by Bennett. She falls, but that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Mustang player. Will stay with the Jags. Hannah Hartle from 3. Oh, just off the front of the rim, but Anna Degerstrom with the rebound. She'll pass it, trying to get it there to Taggart. Ball up for grabs. Still up for grabs. And Hannah Hartle manages to hold on long enough for her head coach, Rob Witter, to call a timeout. That'll be their third. They'll be left with 2. 9:47 to go here in the game. 52-31, the Jaguars have the lead. Their offense finally found that rhythm they were searching for in the first half. They kind of found it, but then kind of lost it again. And they allowed Mora to get a few runs themselves, and now they have a 21-point lead over the Mustangs. And the Mustangs, sadly, have just gone cold shooting, and they're turning the ball over, unfortunately, at a high rate. So they need something more to go their way. They've only scored 4 points since the beginning of this half. It has been a 20-4 run for the Jags to start half number 2. Timeout over, and the Jaguars will inbound. Taggart looking. She'll get it to Degerstrom. Degerstrom near side corner. Back to Taggart, now back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom shoulders the defender. She'll give it over to Bennett. Bennett finds a lane. Had that ball knocked out of her hands, and that should go back to the Mustangs. It will. That was ripped out of her hands on the drive, and a clean rip, too, by a member of the Mustangs. So Colgraf will look to inbound. She does to Fix, back to Colgraf, now to Holte. Holte back to Colgraf, looking. She does to Fix, that's up the court, and stolen away by Bennett. She gives it to Degerstrom. Degerstrom trying to find a lane. That's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Mustangs. But turnovers here have been the kind of the story of this second half for the Mustangs. They just can't avoid them right now. But they'll work on fixing that. And that ball through a couple of hands, stolen away by Bennett once again. Now a double dribble here by Degerstrom after the steal. So the Mora Mustangs have had 2 turnovers in a row that they've kind of gotten bailed out because of a jump ball and now a double dribble. Again, they kind of, in that first half when they weren't scoring, they struggled to get it into their front court because of the full court pressure. Now they do get it into the front court. Good passing here. Fix has it. She'll look near side corner to Kastenbauer. Top the key to Holte. Back to Kastenbauer. Trying to get one of those 2 open from 3. Back to Holte. Holte driving. Pass to Fix. Fix shot no good. She gets her own rebound. Got it to fall in. And that'll end their scoring drought to make it 52-33. A 3 here from Anna Degerstrom. So Degerstrom says, I can shoot from 3 too. And it's 55-33. Nice looking shot there from Anna Degerstrom. And Kellenish looking for a quick back pass for Fix. And there was really no one there around Fix. She had a defender, but Fix had the position on her, and I think if they settled that one down just a little bit, they probably would have had a basket. But now the Jaguars get it back. Another turnover there. Quickly up the court. Degerstrom from three again is good. Anna Degerstrom back-to-back threes, and it's 58-33. Well, the Mustangs continue to turn the ball over, and the Jaguars just continue to capitalize on that. Now quickly up the court go the Mustangs, and Kastenbauer is left alone for two. But here come the Jaguars. I don't have time to switch between which way the camera's going before I have to give it back. And now stolen away here by Amber Fix. That's not the first time she's gotten a steal. And she gets the fast break opportunity and drops it in for two. Here come the Jags as it's 58-37. Pass to Bennett from Degerstrom. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by Krieger. Back outside, Hannah Hartle. That's a deep three. Almost got the friendly roll. Rebounded there by Bennett, and her shot's no good. Rebounded by Fix. Kellish no good on the shot. And Fix will get the rebound and shoot it in for two. Kellish stole it away from the rebounder. But getting it underneath the basket now to Bennett. And that's good. So 60-39. Good action here. Katzenbauer no good. Kellish with the rebound. And her shot no good. She'll go to the line and shoot two now. Fifteen foul on the Jaguars and the second there on Degerstrom. At the line for two is Kellish, excuse me. Kellish no good on the first one. She was 0 for 1 in that first half. This one's good. So 1 for 2 that time around, and it's 60-40. And here come the Jags quickly up the court. A charge there, going to go against Hayesen Taggart. That'll be her second and the team's sixth. It should be their sixth anyways, it is. Addison Axtell inbounds here to Fix. Back to Axtell, now to Qual. Qual double team, gives it over to Axtell. Axtell now over to Fix on the far side. Fix finding a lane to drive, no good on the layup. Rebounded there by Kellish. And a long two is no good. Kellish with another rebound. She drops it in for two this time off the rebound. 60-42. Mustangs got that offense rolling now a little bit. Maybe a little too late, but under 6 minutes to go. Nice shot there from Hartle, no good. Rebounded by her teammate Bennett. And then we're going to get a foul here on the Mustangs. 5:45 left in the game. Foul there goes on Amber Fix, only her second, and the team's third. So now that puts Hannah Hartle at the line to shoot two, and the first one's up, no good. She was 0 for 2 in that first half. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. Checking in for the first time here, number 10, Elizabeth Gravich. Hartle no good on that one, and it's rebounded by Axtell. She had a teammate calling her name saying, hey, I'm open. And it's Kellish. Kellish back outside. Kastenbauer three, a little too strong on that one. Rebounded by Hansen. She's got the range. She showed it off there, but a little too strong. Reese Hartle driving inside, passed off to Hannah Hartle. Shot no good. Brecken Hansen got the rebound, and now another foul here on the Mustangs. It would be their team's fourth. And that is going to go against Addison Axtell, her first. At the line for two now is Brecken Hansen, and she just makes it look so easy. 61-42. 5:20 left in the game. Should be no surprise that she made them both, and it's 62-42. Good passing here by the Mustangs, and they quickly get it. Oh, they're gonna get Kellish. Yeah, unfortunately they're gonna get Kellish there. She kind of used the ball as had to push Hartle out of the way, and that's frustration. Unfortunately, that'll that is why. Reese Hartle has it. She goes underneath, and Kastenbauer nearly got the steal, but jump ball stays with Hinckley-Finlayson. I feel like the last jump ball was the Jags. A three from Hannah Hartle is going to come up short, and Reese Hartle tried to get that rebound, just could not keep it in. Like the attempt, like the hustle, but just a little bit too far. Give her credit for the hustle, though. Man, she showed it. Mustangs find a lane to get it into the front court. Get it out. We call it travel on Axtell. I thought she got that ball off before that third foot came down. Usually they'll give you that third foot and then the one. That's usually a travel. Not there apparently. I thought she had gotten the pass off. Well, either way, the Jaguars have it back, leading 62-42. Dagerstrom working on the perimeter, working around, trying to find a lane inside. Backs out. Hannah Hartle left alone for three again. That's going to be no good. And rebound up for grabs. Going to be out of bounds on the Jags, and it will go to the Mustangs. Fix wasn't sure if it was Mustang ball at first, but it is. Good passing again, trying to open up a lane to get into the front court. Oh, and they had it to Gravich, and I think she could have taken it in the front court. Now it's going to be stolen away by Hannah Hartle and knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Holte checks in for Kastenbauer. Also coming in is Sperling for Axtell. Reese Hartle inbounds here to Staffney. Oh, a nice bank three from Natalie Staffney. Who knew the bank was open this late? 65-42. Kellish has it. Trying to drive towards the basket and can't get that one to fall. And an easy rebound there for Hannah Hartle. And you're going to get a travel there on Anna Degerstrom. She got it, bumped into a defender. As she fell to her knees, she did not dribble in time. That's a travel call there. After she went to her knees, she did dribble the ball, but a little just too late on that one. Kellish up the court now for the Mustangs. Fakes the shot, gets around the defender, and gets that one to fall. Nice fake shot there by Kellish. 65-44. And the Jags still have it. The lead, that is. They'll give it inside now to Hansen. Shot no good. Somehow Hannah Hartle came up with the rebound. And, they're going to get a foul here on the Mustangs. I think that was all ball. From my vantage point, it was anyways. But they're going to get the foul here on Holte, her third, team's sixth. And at the line to shoot two. Brecken Hansen got the friendly roll that time. And drops it in. So it's 66-44, 3:21 left. That one no good. Rebounded by Holte. And Holte drops it in for two. Back come the other way, the Jaguars. With it, it's 66-46. Dagerstrom looks, gives it over to Hannah Hartle for three. No good. She struggled from three here lately, and this one's going to be rebounded by Sperling. Sperling stops, backs it out. Kellish now over to Gravich for three. No, just coming up short. And Hannah Hartle with the rebound. Up the court here to Hansen, and she'll drop it in for two. Nice pass there by Hannah Hartle. 68-46. Fix will inbound to Gravich. Back to Fix, now back to Gravich. Back to Fix again to Holte. Holte manages to bring that one in with one hand. Under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Kellish with it. Gives it over to Holte for three. No good. A little bit of an air ball there, and that one rebounded by Anna Degerstrom. Hannah Hartle has it, gives it over to Reese Hartle on the near side. Reese Hartle finds a lane, passes it on the far side. Anna Degerstrom left alone for three. 71-46. The Mustangs trail now by 25. And I think we're going to get a foul here on the Jags. We will. Oh, and that's going to be Reese Hartle's fifth, so she is done for the evening, and it looks like we'll see majority of the JV players here. Some. And checking in is Neela Fahey. I think that's it. I think everyone else has touched the court here tonight. I think so. But at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 is Kellish because of the foul. And she drops that one in. 71-47. And got the friendly roll there. She drops them both in. Nice job by Kellish. They get 71-48. With it is Taggart. Taggart has it, picks it up, gives it over to Bennett. Bennett on the far side now for Krieger. Krieger looking, gives it back to Taggart. Taggart will go to the far side. She finds a lane. Shot is up, no good, and going to get a foul there on the Mustangs. Kastenbauer. It'll be her first, team seventh. And Taggart at the line to shoot two. First one is up and smooth through by Taggart. 72-48. Minute and a half left. She drops them both in. She was confident. She knew that one was going in. 73-48. Jaguars going to get back to 500 on the season. Kellish with it to Gravich. Gravich drives baseline, gives it off. Oh, nice move there by, can't see, I think that's Kellish, yeah. Nice move by Kellish. She faked the shot, got the defender to jump. She drove towards the basket, missed the shot. It was knocked out of bounds by a member of the Jags, so it will stay with the Mustangs. 1:11 now left. Kellish looking, and she'll throw it off a defender's feet to kind of reset that 5-second inbound clock. Again, on the inbound, you only get 5 seconds to inbound, otherwise the ball will go back to the other team. So Kellish just wasn't confident on that one. She got it off the defender's feet. Goes underneath the basket to Fix, and knocked away and taken by Isabella Bennett. But then dribbled out of bounds by Bennett. So the Mustangs will get it back. Inbound, knocked out of bounds by Bennett. Bennett is a menace. She's a senior as well. She's been a menace on defense. She really has. She's got 3 steals. But just the way she plays and the position she's put herself in, been awesome. Qual with it. She'll give it top of the key to Kastenbauer. Now to Fix. Fix going to drive towards the basket. Can't get the shot to fall. And Geiger will get the rebound. Haley Geiger. Up the court here to Taggart. Taggart, double team, triple team. She falls. Oh, should have been a travel call. They missed it. Shot is up, no good. Nearly rebounded. Well, it's going to be rebounded now by Bennett. And Taggart towards the basket. Shot no good. Qual almost got it. And Qual falls hard, but Geiger going to get a rebound. Her shot no good. And Kastenbauer there for the Mustangs. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Now 20. Near side for Qual for 3. Carla Qual gets her first points on the board late. It's 73-51. And that should be it. The Jags don't need to score anymore. Well, they're going to try. And the shot is no good. Kellish with the rebound. And that will count if it's in. It won't go in. So that will be it here in this one. The final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Jaguars 73, the Mora Mustangs 51. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemen.com. Back after a word from our fine sponsors, girls basketball here on WCMP.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Back here, as you can see on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Jaguars get the victory over the Mora Mustangs, 73-51. The Jaguars move back to 500 on the season at 9-9, while the Mustangs will fall once again. And it's a tough one for the Mustangs because I think they felt like they really had an opportunity to get the victory here in this one. They only trailed by 4 at half, but yeah, it was, or 5, excuse me, at half. But what a second half it was here for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Taking a look at the stats and the stat leaders here for the Mora Mustangs. Leading the way for them with 15 points was Addison Axtell. Then 11 for Amber Fix, 10 for Mackenzie Holte. Then he had 9 for Abigail Kellish, 3 for Carla Quall, 2 for Elia Kastenbauer, and 1 for Megan Sperling. 10 rebounds leading the way for Amber Fix to give her a double-double, 7 for both Kellish and Axtell. And then 3 for a plethora of players. They went 50% from the free throw line here in the second half, 3 of 6, 6 of 16 in the first half. A total of 9 for 22, so under that 50% mark and not where they want to be. They had 4 steals in the second half, 6 in the first for a total of 10, 2 blocks in the first half, none in the second for a total of 2. They had 15 total team fouls, 9 in the first, 6 in the second. For the Jaguars, they were led in scoring by Hannah Hartle with 20 of them points, 18 for Degerstrom, 13 for Brecken Hansen, and then you had 8 for Natalie Staffney, 5 for Isabella Bennett, 7 for Reese Hartle, don't want to forget her, and then 2 for Hayason Taggart. Rebound-wise, leading the way was Degerstrom with 9. or 11 for Brecken Hansen, I should say, then 9 for Degerstrom, then 7 for Isabel Bennett, 6 for both Staffney and Hannah Hartle, and then 4 for Geiger as well. Free throw-wise, they went 6 of 9 here in the second half, just over that 50% mark. 5 of 10 in the first half, go 11 of 19 in the game. They had 9 steals in the first half, 5 in the second, for a total of 14. They had 18 total team fouls, 11 in the first, and 7 in the second half. So a good turnaround here for the Jaguars in this second half, a big second half. They had 32 points in that first half. They scored 41 points here in the second half for this victory over the Mora Mustangs, and what a half it was for them. I mean, my goodness, they did such a good job on the board, getting the rebounds. Once again, they out-rebounded Mora in a big way. It was just incredible to watch the Jaguars and their ability to rebound the ball and how well they did with it. So the Jaguars, they will move on to 9-9 on the season. Good spot to be. They're still in position to host a first-round playoff game. And if you're the Jaguars, that is a great spot to be because they moved up to Double-A only a few years ago. And a lot of people weren't sure how that would work out. Well, so far, so good. Looking at the Jaguars' schedule, tomorrow, they will get to host McGregor back here at Hinckley-Finlayson High School on, again, tomorrow night, that Tuesday night. And then they will play another game at home on Friday when they get to host the Mille Lacs Raiders. So, a game tomorrow and then Friday. 3 games this week for the Jaguars, and they're looking to make it 3-0 to get themselves back to 11-9 on the season. What a week that would be for the Jaguars if they were able to do that. It would be a big week for them, just because, I mean, they're in a position right now, as I mentioned, to have a home playoff game come playoff time. For the Mora Mustang girls basketball team, they'll have tomorrow off. They'll return to play on Thursday when they get to host St. Cloud Cathedral on Thursday night, and then they'll play on the road Friday at Legacy Christian Academy, and that will be it for them this week. As we have said before, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast and every other broadcast that we do. We appreciate our sponsors. Of course, we can't do it without them. Of course, stay tuned to the morning shows on KBK Nice 95.5 with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM WCMP with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game and other local games in our listening area, plus other local games, as well as regional and even some national sports as well. Of course, for all things local sports as well, for more, you can go to our websites at WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, as well as our social media on Facebook, KBEK and WCMP Radio, and then at our Twitter at WCMP Radio, as you can keep up with all things local sports. We'll give you game recaps from the games that we were at. We'll give you updates for schedules, cancellations, time changes, breaking new sports stories, whether it's a signing, a point record breaker, everything. We'll keep you up to date on that on our socials and on our websites. Of course, if you're looking to links for the games that we're covering this week, go to WCMPradio.com or KBK.com. Go to that sports tab and click on broadcast schedule. That will take you to all the links for this week's games that we are covering. Again, want to mention that is subject to change because sometimes people get sick, sometimes people just can't make it for other simple reasons. I shouldn't say simple reasons, but for other reasons. So sometimes that is subject to change. But again, the final here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Jaguars get the victory back to 500, 73-51 over the Mora Mustangs. I once again appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in, giving me a job to do. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors. And if you're watching this on our YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Once you are subscribed, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you will get notified. Then all you'll have to do is pull down your status bar, click on that notification, and it will take you right to the live video stream. Once again, the final here in this one, 73-51, the Jaguars beat the Mora Mustangs. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in and have a great rest of your night.